Hey folks, it's Jake from the Jake's Tendy Corner, JTC for shorts. Anyways, today I'm going to start taking apart my RBC pads. These bad boys here, these guys here, purchased June 2008 if I recall. I purchased these guys that played against sports on Bank Street. They were having their big spring sale there. So these guys here, so I'm going to flip this around now. So just bear with me. Hey folks, it's Jake from the Jake's Tendy Corner, JTC for shorts. Anyways, today I'm going to start taking apart my RBC pads. These bad boys here, these guys here, purchased June 2008 if I recall. I purchased these guys that played against sports on Bank Street. They were having their big spring sale there. So these guys here, so I'm going to flip this around now. So just bear with me. Okay, so I flipped this around and I started cutting this open. Now these are a little different because they're a little older vintage, right? So you have this shitty foam here. This is the stuff that disintegrates over time. Luckily, it's just a very thin layer that's glued to the sort of like 3/8 soft foam that we saw in the other Vaughn pads. And then you have a thinner, looks like a 1/4 inch of that hard plastic, but what they've slid in there is this bad boy. This is the kind of plastic you see in the blockers. So that's going to be nice to have that little piece, because I'm going to be cutting just below, I don't know if I can't see it, but in here, just here, how they put them together, the newer pads have ropes. Here they actually use a Velcro strap. So I'm going to be cutting that just above there because it's exactly where I want it. I actually tried these on with my skates, and quite different strapping system, these older guys. So we'll go back up here. You can tell I've used these a lot either. The leather on these bad boys cuts so easily. It's full of places where I've had to fix them, so I'll have to do some repairs. So this is the one that goes in the back of the skate, and this one actually fit under the skate. This strap doesn't exist anymore in the new pads. They've done away with it. But what I'm going to do on mine is I'm going to use this as the toe strap. So in these pads, I'm going to go old school and have a toe strap, but it's actually underneath the pad. So what I did when I tried this, it actually makes the pad sit much lower on the skate. Whereas today the guys like having the skate fully exposed almost. They like the pads riding over the skates, whereas it's older guys, it was always about the lower the pads, the cooler. So anyways, I'll start dissecting this stuff, and we'll do another segment after. Take care now. Hey folks, Jake here. Anyways, I got those pads done. I actually used them yesterday, no, this morning for the first time. So actually, I should have made this video last night when I finished them, but you know how it is. Busy, stuff going on. So there you go. That's what they look like. Chopped down, so took off a fair amount. That's basically what came off it. So roughly 5 and a bit inches. I think about 29 of it. I had to replace the toe strap on the right pad. So these ones here, as I was saying earlier, these have an extra strap that the newer ones don't have. So here it is. So basically, we've got two underneath. This one here, I think when I originally used this a decade ago, I sat this underneath the skate. So what I've done now is I actually use this as a sort of like a reverse toe strap. So it actually pulls the pad a little farther up onto the skate, which is kind of cool because us 70s boys, we like our pads low. Not like today. I saw a picture of the Zark from the Blackhawks. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna post it on the web. How high his pads sit. You can actually see his entire skate. I just find it just ridiculous. Just a place for the puck to hit. Anyway, so this now goes on the back of the skate. This is my reverse toe straps. I don't have to use the tie-ons like the newer pads do. So on these ones here, I have to do a lot of touch-ups here. I think the leather on these are inferior. Because man, I used to get cuts all the time. So I was sewing up cut. I had a border fringe down here because it was getting kind of mangled. Sewed up a bit down here. This piece here was getting mangled. Other than that, I haven't done much. I transferred these knee pads around the CCMs. And now there's only one of these straps at the back. There's a double buckle. I'll probably end up, there's a double buckle here. I'll probably end up taking that one off and use it for something else. Other than that, pretty much as is. I'll show you the other one. Oh, I have the right one. So this is the one where I stole this bottom strap. I stole from the CCM, so that one's minus a strap. But I wasn't planning on using it for a bit. So here's the inside toe piece over here. Really mangled. Now this piece here, I just added a piece of leather to the bond pads. This black piece was just mangled. It already looked like Frankenstein's bride because of all the fix-ups I've done in previous years. So again, this is the new toe strap now. The reverse toe strap. It's kind of nice. And again, I tested it this morning. It was perfect. So they're much older vintage. Like I said, these were purchased June 2000. We've seen already a lot of pucks, but they're all good. It's all good. So again, this is what the top looks like. I'll fix that. Here's the new pad. Apart from that, not much else. Everything else is rock and roll. The only other thing I did to these was I had to shorten double up these straps because they were so loosey goosey. It was kind of ridiculous. But yeah, so there you go. Now I got my RBKs. Although they say 35 plus, I should put a white marker right, 35 minus 5 a bit. Alright guys, we'll see you on the ice. Jake from JPC. Take care now. Bye bye.